What if I told you someone was inhaling a mind-altering plant 12,000 years before the pyramids were even dreamed up? Not chewing gum, not medicine. A plant humans deliberately used to feel something thousands of years before farming even existed. Welcome to the video. Follow for more interesting content like this. For decades, scientists thought they knew the answer. The oldest proof of smoking sat in a cave in Alabama, a pipe, and traces of nicotine inside it. That pipe was around 3,300 years old. For a long time, that was the finish line of the story. Then, in the Utah desert, archaeologists found something that broke that timeline into pieces. The site was into Utah's Great Salt Lake Desert, once a marshy hunting ground at the very end of the Ice Age. Buried in an old fireplace, the kind hunter-gatherers built to cook birds and stay warm, researchers uncovered something no one expected. Not tools, not bones, 4 tiny charred seeds sitting quietly in the ash for over 12,000 years. The seeds belonged to wild tobacco, a plant called Nicotiana attenuata, known for its sharp, intoxicating punch. And here's the twist. That tobacco plant didn't even grow near the campsite. Someone carried it there on purpose. It wasn't firewood. Tobacco seeds barely burn. And it wasn't food. Nobody eats these seeds for a meal. Which leaves one real explanation. These hunter-gatherers already knew tobacco could alter how they felt, and they wanted it. Radiocarbon dating placed this hearth at 12,300 years old, 9,000 years older than the previous record. 9,000 years. That's longer than the entire history of writing, math, and cities combined. This was before farming, before crops, before anyone planted a single seed for food. Yet humans had already found their first high. Researchers think the leaves were twisted into a wad, then chewed or sucked for their effect, not necessarily lit on fire. Which leaves one real explanation. These hunter-gatherers already knew tobacco could alter how they felt, and they wanted it. 9,000 years older than the previous record. It took thousands more years before tobacco was actually farmed. The earliest domesticated tobacco appears in South America, about 8,000 years ago. From there, tobacco spread and transformed. Entire cultures built rituals, medicine, and ceremony around this one plant. The ancient Maya treated tobacco as sacred, woven into ceremonies meant to connect the living with the spiritual world. Elsewhere, in what's now Arizona, communities were chewing tobacco as part of daily life over 1,000 years ago. But here's the question nobody had answered yet. When did humans first actually inhale smoke on purpose? Because chewing a leaf and breathing in burning smoke are two completely different rituals, and the second one has its own separate origin story. So let's leave the America's Pamir Mountains. Over 10,000 feet other side of sits an ancient burial ground, Jirzankal Cemetery. This remote plateau wasn't isolated. It sat along the ancient Silk Road, where people, goods, and ideas moved across continents. Archaeologists excavating tombs here found 10 small wooden bowls, each filled with fire-cracked stones. Chemical testing revealed something remarkable. 9 of those bowls had been used to burn cannabis, and a strong, potent kind of it too. The plants weren't ordinary hemp grown for rope or fiber. This variety carried unusually high levels of the psychoactive compound THC. During burial ceremonies, mourners would place burning stones and cannabis into these bowls, releasing thick, mind-altering smoke into the air. Researchers believe it may have helped mourners reach an altered state, a way to feel closer to the spirits of the dead. Researchers believe it may have helped dates back about 2,500 years, making it the earliest scientifically confirmed case of humans smoking on purpose. So now we have two separate firsts. Tobacco use 12,300 years ago in Utah, confirmed smoking 2,500 years ago in the Pamirs. One is the oldest known use of an intoxicant plant. The other is the oldest proof that humans deliberately breathed in psychoactive smoke. Different plants, different continents, different rituals, but the same deeply human instinct to seek out something that changes how the mind feels. And this instinct came long before writing systems, long before organized religion as we know it, long before empires. Ancient humans were, in a way, brilliant self-taught botanists, identifying which plants could heal, which could feed, and which could alter the mind. That knowledge wasn't written down. It was passed hand to hand, fire to fire, generation to generation.
Every puff, every chew, every ember was an experiment nobody could name. Just curiosity, repeated for thousands of years. Eventually, this early curiosity shaped entire economies. Tobacco alone would influence trade, colonization, and global commerce for centuries. It's strange to think a habit born 12,000 years ago in a desert hearth still echoes in how the modern world runs. But this raises a harder question. If the urge is this old, is it really a choice? Or something written deep, deep into us? Scientists aren't claiming humans are built to smoke. They're pointing to something simpler, a very old, very human relationship with altering the mind. Researchers are actively searching for more sites like Wishbone, hoping to pin down exactly how deep this history really goes. Every new discovery pushes the timeline further back, and every push reminds us how little separates ancient humans from us. They didn't have labs or microscopes, but they understood something true, that plants could change how a mind feels, for better or worse. Maybe the real story isn't about tobacco, or cannabis, or smoke at all. It's about how far back human curiosity actually goes. And that's exactly the kind of story this channel exists to dig up.
Hit subscribe, and next time we go looking for the next lost first, before anyone else finds it.